So, who you guys think is gonna win this one?
This is a tough one. You know I always favor recent experience, which makes me lend
Favor
more to Jura.
Juraxxus?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, having played both of them in the recent night matches in the tournament, I think Juraxxus is probably favored. But as we saw with Strax versus Deacon and Mike versus Deacon, players can interact with each other in totally different ways. Like, you can't just say because one player beats one, that another will also beat it.
Yeah, yeah. There's such disparities in styles and strengths that
Yeah.
it truly can not matter at all sometimes.
That and just how people play on the day.
hmm
Other factors.
I am gonna go with the underdog pick here for Xadrian. I think
I-
Xadrian's got this one.
I think this is very close. Like, there's certainly a lot of overlap. My thing is that Xadrian actually, to some degree, will counter Juraxxus, because Juraxxus really likes to get people with unsafe map play. And Xadrian is known for being a little bit more reserved and cautious in that regard.
Here we go.
By the way, William, hope you're ready to start scoring.
Xadrian right off the bat, almost giving Juraxxus exactly what you were just talking about.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I will probably have
You're
some.
welcome, Wolf.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Xorath, for your expert analysis. Ooh. I think
True.
Lightning Strike? No.
That
No
patent.
such luck.
Okay, Xadrian got hit by like every possible frame of that dash attack.
That's fine.
I mean, it can only hit twice.
I think on paper, the Vic could actually use a win there after the full connect for the Obi dash. The Obi doesn't roll.
Mm-hmm.
I already don't like this.
For the dash attack, you just win.
What don't you like, Xorath?
The fact that Jura has no health and is going to be playing like he has no health now. And that Xadrian's going to be playing like he has no health.
People fight harder than when they have no health. It's
I know, so I don't like it for Xadrian.
yeah, it's true.
Oh yeah, you're rooting for Xadrian, aren't you?
It's psychologically, you're just more.
Ooh. I love those roll follow-ups. I love them.
Thought you were about to compliment his roll for a second. I was like, ah!
It's 1-1.
Oh man. I will start using my phone to.
I can score 2 if you'd like. If you just want to comment
Yeah, that'll be
it.
fine.
At least until I have to leave.
Yeah, you do it a lot better than I do. Multitasking.
I don't know what to do here because Xadrian, I want Xadrian to win, but also Juraxxus is Annie, so
I was actually talking with Xadrian Quiggs. Turns out he and I have very similar lineages, in that a big part of what inspired him to play Vader was him watching Terminus play and beating people. And I was like, oh, that's interesting, because if you follow the lineage, I am also, in a way, inspired by Terminus. So it's a Terminusian Vader.
Terminusian terminology for the term of Vader.
Yep. I mean, we're going to be seeing a lot of the map play coming up from Jura. He really likes to bait people in. There's layers to his play. I kind of spoke about this with William in the past. And the first layer that you're going to encounter is this trap-based map play. Or one of the first
There we
layers
go.
often.
Yeah, there's a playstyle onion you have to go through.
Yeah. He's like an ogre.
Realistically, I
I'd
don't
like him-
see Xadrian's offensive plays
working as well. Because Juraxxus tends to play fairly safe.
And reactively.
Yeah.
I like the
I would
run-through bait, like, weirdly enough.
I do too, but at the same time, he could have swung.
Who knows if that was a bait or if that was just him repositioning though.
Ooh, very
Good
nice.
hit.
Ooh.
Because Xadrian wasn't ready for the punish after he did it.
Mid's asking if Xadrian equips choke or throw. I don't know. I can
I
try to
personally
tell.
switch. I personally switch like as needed.
So, I'm kind of weird. I don't switch based on like map play or anything. I switch based on a movement mix-up I want to do against enemies sometimes.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
I change it like based on if I want to block run or not, basically. Like you don't want to be on choke if you're block running because you'll accidentally.
The
slow
start
run.
of his dashes mid look like they're saber throw.
It's very surprising to see these like flat ground dashes without any roll mix-ups.
Yeah, I'd like Juraxxus to remove dash attack from one of his layers of play.
Flat ground
On
against
the
Vader.
ground, especially.
Yeah.
Like, with no roll mix-up, it's just asking to lose.
I mean, Xadrian's
That's
showing
exactly
exactly kind of what I sort of thought his skill set was here, and that he's just gonna like get a read on Juraxxus' style. And my opinion is that like Juraxxus is a good player, but once you start like peeling away the layers of the onion, right, there's really nothing left.
Yeah.
So I think like the thing about Xadrian, he's a really observant, really read-based player, and this is kind of what I feared. If he gets through the onions, right, Xadrian's just gonna have total control of this match.
I think it's also a matchup that doesn't play well for Juraxxus' style. Like,
Oh, 100%. I've spoken with him about that before. I think that...
yeah. I think if Juraxxus was Grievous, he would have a much better chance here.
I might see that pick next round.
Like, it's just very difficult for him to get any kind of offense going against Xadrian, and Xadrian isn't... He's just letting Drax give him free kills until he didn't.
Yeah, I would say
that was
that...
some unfortunate spacing.
Yeah, this is something... This is a matchup that Juraxxus struggles against my Vader with as well, and I really do think you're right on the money, Will. It is something that, like, his player style is totally countered by this. Juraxxus likes to do stuff. He likes to, like, pull off some shenanigans, and you really can't do that against a Vader that's playing patiently and well with,
Yeah, if the Vader's executing, it's just not gonna work.
And the fact that he likes to go first with these dash attacks sometimes, it just leads him to ending up in a counterpunch situation. But regardless of the counterpunch situation, Xadrian has also just been calling him out.
Yeah, but we are still seeing a little bit of the Juraxxus defense and cautiousness doing well against Xadrian's more offensive, kind of rush-based plays, as I thought it would.
Oh, interesting. I wonder if Xadrian's the type of player to think about, like, icing Juraxxus out. Like, he has the lead, Xadrian's very likely to win this, getting him to last point, and then just slowing down the pace of play just to mess with Jura.
Yeah, maybe.
I also am not necessarily even sure if, like, I guess it is a good idea if you're, like, so dominantly winning, but otherwise I just think that, like, moving quickly and accelerating the momentum is probably better.
Yeah, I can't help but feel at this point that Juraxxus has definitely... He's lost so much momentum that it almost feels like he's given up. Like the last kill where he just kind of sat there. Very uninspired.
Ooh, that was good.
I don't
Yeah.
think he's given up. He just really hasn't been given a whole lot of opportunity by Xadrian to do much.
Well, like, he has options. It's like he's not... I don't know.
Yeah, I really haven't seen much opportunity, and he hasn't done himself any favors by creating opportunities for himself.
That's my thing, is Juraxxus really plays this sort of trap style in his opponent creating the opportunities for him.
Yeah.
So if
it's
Xadrian
like-
isn't creating opportunities for him, Juraxxus is not a player that has that offensive pressure that he would need to create his own.
Yeah, it's like he either needs to double down on trying to play more tricky, or he needs to execute a lot better on the offensive side. But who knows? Like all of what we've been saying could definitely flip on its head after like a matchup switch. Oh no,
knew
he's
it.
Going
getting
to
it
the
out
Emperor.
again.
He wants it.
No.
Oh, if this is gonna be Emp versus Grievous, it's
Grievous.
gonna be such a sad
Oh no.
Vader. Okay.
Okay.
I actually think
Oh.
I think Xadrian might have a chance there.
Wait a minute. Why did Xadrian give his pick first?
Cause he won.
He won.
Yeah. Are you suggesting that the person who wins gets the counter pick of character?
No, I'm being stupid. Ignore me.
It's okay.
Winner gets all the advantage. I agree, William.
Yeah, we really like to make a snowballing style here.
Yeah.
You better win that first game, or else you're screwed, Bucko.
I also declared that like
Every
if you
progressive match, if you lose, you get half the number of lives.
yeah, you also lose a random attack, so like combo or dash.
Yeah, you just can't use it.
Yeah, we roll a d6 and decide what you can't use for that entire round.
You better hope you roll aerial.
You're a Grievous and you lose dash attack.
Or what happens if you roll Grievous and you lose backslash?
Nothing.
I
It's
mean,
one of his
maybe that's
advantages.
That wouldn't be counted as a.
You gain
You
backslash.
lucked out.
We modded backslash.
Alright, well, Xadrian talked to me after our match and said that he could make it work against a non-CD character. So let's see if that'll
I believe him.
pan out. I do not, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm still reasonably sure that Xadrian takes this round also.
I do think Vader versus Emperor is one of the better like matchups for Emperor. Like
Wait,
compared
really?
to compared to like Maul, for example. I think so.
Wait, Will, we had this conversation a long time ago, and I thought Maul was worse for Emp than Vader, and you argued against me, saying that Vader was worse.
I think on paper Vader is, but I think you have to play a very specific type of playstyle to
Okay.
make that true.
Okay. I'm with you then. I feel validated in my old positions.
I think most people, like the way most people play the matchups, I think it would be more Maul favored.
I agree.
I think most people are going to recognize the way that you play it as Maul is to just spam extension because Emperor can't do anything about it. Unless the Emperor is just a god.
I actually disagree. I think
I
Emperor
guess-
has a good amount of things it can do against Six Strike.
I don't, but I don't know. I mean, I think as long as,
C3.
like, you,
You could dash
C3
attack
is such
punish.
a long wind
You just
up.
gotta be really confident and really good spacing.
Yeah, I just don't think it's really in Emperor's favor.
Yeah, not at all.
And then
I'm just
like,
hoping to see those
yeah.
sweet combo cancels from Xadrian.
I don't think he really does them.
yeah, he
I
didn't
know.
do them
He's
at
an
all.
old
No.
style main.
Yeah.
I think I saw
yeah.
Xorath. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure I saw Mike doing something against you when you were like just casually playing.
He was. I was like spamming them against him, and it took him a few duels to realize that I was doing it, and he asked me, and I was like, yes, I am, and then he started doing it back, and I was
Mike
like,
Nice.
didn't know about that?
No, I think he
Huh?
did know.
Oh, I was asking if Mike knew about that. I would be surprised if he didn't.
No, it seems he does.
Yeah. I also agree, like you had mentioned, like if you get someone down low enough to kill them with a Emperor Aerial, the way to play it is to not just spam
Yeah,
that.
play normally.
Play normally and try to get some combo cancel into the Aerial.
Yeah, I mean, Emp's
It was-
combo cancels are the best part of his kit. Use them. Like, that just opens
Yeah.
up another option out of it.
it was clear that Mike hadn't practiced them a whole lot.
Oh, advantage. Oh, just kidding. No advantage. Juraxxus gets a point.
Whew.
We see Xadrian being more aggressive at the beginning of this match, just like he was versus me. Seems like his go-to for Emperor in the early game so far.
Yeah, well, how do you feel about the differences between an emperor like Xadrian's and an emperor like mine, where we both have relatively old styles, but Xadrian's is clearly much older.
Yeah, Xadrian's is clearly much older. I think, I mean, as expected, the older players just have more like weird mix-up and tricks that they'll like pull out and do.
The way I play Emperor as well.
But on the other hand, like the as the game evolved, the newer style is very much that you've gotten better at pressure and punishing, right? So that's what yours does better than Xadrian's, whereas Xadrian's I think has a better neutral. Or like, what I would say if he got back into it, probably would have a better neutral. I don't know about now.
You can tell I haven't fought his emperor in a while.
Oh, Juraxxus could have just won there. Oh,
Yeah, you mean with an aerial? Yeah.
No, with a dash attack. If
You can hit
there,
that?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. It looked
Yeah.
like Xadrian was almost baiting that, actually. I don't know to what end, but because he was backing up like just
The
as he
first
went
time
forward.
he did it, it definitely would have killed him.
Got it.
But the second time, maybe not.
Good descending front backslash there. That's a good tool in
Yeah.
this matchup.
Though it's also the kind of thing that I can't help but feel like it's one of the only ways that Emperor, it's one of the best ways for Emperor to win, is to just not go for the dash attack there and then counterpunch.
Agreed.
So like if the Emperor wants to, you could try to bait that in the future.
Mid is asking, is this a handicap or does Xadrian like Emp? The answer is yes.
Yeah.
There we go. Keep applying that pressure.
Juraxxus could have went for a DA there to just win.
Again, I really just think, like, even working in jump cancels just a little bit is such an important thing. I don't see Xadrian doing them practically ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good and all. I mean, that was just Juraxxus restricting his own space.
Yeah. In this area in particular, like, with ramps being slightly more limited due to the amount of buildings where ramps don't work that well, the jump cancels after any kind of combo is probably the way to go.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is the map. If you're going to play Emperor, this is what you do it on. You just got to, like, utilize the strengths in his kit. One thing I will say about his Emperor is that I have never seen Xadrian mess up an Emperor finish.
Yeah?
Unlike many.
Yeah, I think the way to go is
Yeah, don't at me.
dash attacks only. Like, a lot of people like the combo way, and I do too, but if you only dash attack, you're pretty crazy. When finishing goes.
He's got to be careful about restricting his space. He likes to like shoot the thread the needle, so to speak, between Xadrian and one of the walls, and Xadrian can just cut those off.
Yeah, the limited area, like, movement is actually, I think, better for Xadrian.
Absolutely.
Getting a bit dash happy on top of that.
Like, the tighter
Stick to the
corner
game that he was playing before.
very much help Emperor here. He tried to go for an aerial, I think.
That was the best fake out I've ever seen.
Yeah. If you intentionally faked out that would be the best fake out ever. Like, to be able to do the physics just that very precise way. Oh. It's ignoring the phone set. Oh. I think
I need to.
Xadrian might get to that. Yeah.
I need to watch Juraxxus because I'm watching Xadrian. I have no idea what the fuck is going on.
Was it close?
Yeah.
To get up? Like, I think Xadrian had to BS it in order to get the time.
You don't think the dash attack would have worked?
I don't think so. I think it was Juraxxus actually had part of his BS out. It just didn't like fully. And like, if he had went for a dash, it would have taken him slightly longer. Very possible he would have gotten clipped by Juraxxus. You know?
I mean, Xadrian has evened this up. It definitely started off. He was 3 points down. Now he is 2 points down.
You getting there?
Oh!
Ooh.
I was watching Juraxxus. That was surprising.
No, same.
Surprising to see him not like always turning around to make sure that he sees like where he could be on the map.
You've been training with 9.
Juraxxus is almost always ready for those situations. Oh, the anti-fall, dude.
Oh no.
That was actually really well done from Jura.
I think it
Yeah.
might have only been 1 hit connecting, even though it looked like it was 2.
Derp fall.
Relatable.
Also good.
He should have done the front backslash there.
Yeah.
Xadrian should not have fallen with him either.
Yeah.
The
what he
dash
needs to
attack
do-
went over his head.
The dash attack would work if he just slowed it down a bit. He went too fast with it. If he had slowed run down a little bit and then dash attack, it would. He had too much momentum. That's a good punish.
Xadrian told me that his goal for this entire tournament was to win 1 match with Emperor. Or 1 game, rather, with Emperor.
Don't think that's likely, but
No, I feel like in the modern day, most people are pretty good about dealing with Emp. I mean, you need to really develop like that modern Emp style to... Like, I think Xadrian can keep some of his old style, he just needs to work in more. I'd like to see him go for more intercepts against Juraxxus's risky plays.
alright.
Right.
Right corridors.
So now Zayd map, right?
Yeah.
Did we get their map pick already?
Xadrian, what's east? Aha.
Oh,
Alright.
there it is.
Xadrian,
Alright,
say-
Xadrian. Okay.
Ah.
Here, this will be interesting. I'm sad I have to leave in 4 minutes.
I don't know about this one. It should
I don't
be.
know, dog. I'm gonna be late to my match.
I think Juraxxus is gonna win this one.
Dang, William, make sure you record this.
That's what I predicted.
We have 9 minutes.
Is this, east? This is east. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fun fact, when we were starting testing for the tournament, we just sort of incidentally found out that in the first iteration of the maps that Grievous didn't die to the zone.
Is it because he's a droid and can breathe in
Yep.
like space? Is that what happened? Yeah.
Yeah. It was funny because it was by accident. Complete accident. I was just messing around.
Alright, I'm just gonna have them start.
And we noticed it.
All right.
Make
Yeah, I
sure
don't
you're
even know who
scoring
the
now.
hell I got
Will.
it anymore.
Yeah, make sure you're scoring now, Will, by the way.
Alright, yeah.
Like, even if you have to stop talking.
Yeah.
I hate to see that. Oh my
Did
god.
I?
Oh my god. Xadrian just gotta click like half a second sooner.
Yeah. I had a few moments like that myself. Where I like was going somewhere and meant to click, but I didn't, so I died. Oh, nice intercept.
Yeah. Grievous's hitboxes are so wide, I love it.
Yeah, I think his combo actually has better hitboxes on the side, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I believe it. Got him again.
I think he missed that.
It looked weird on my screen. I was watching Jur and then he disappeared.
Yeah. It showed like sparks, but if he got hit, he would have been like tumbled, or not tumbled, but he would have been like knocked out of his sprint state.
Yeah, that's what I saw from Jur's screen, but then I checked Xadrian's and it was different.
I
So,
think
yeah.
that I wasn't contributing yet, so I don't know if this was talked about, but I I think that this is one situation where now the player style is like almost the opposite of the first of the Annie versus Grievous. This should actually favor Juraxxus because of Xadrian's style of making a read and then going directly at the player. I think this requires a lot more baiting and counterpunch reading because Grievous can just do that, what we just saw, of absorb whatever the aggression is and then kill.
Yeah.
Unless you're walking into the wall unaware.
I think that one he actually won based off of Juraxxus just depleting all of his stamina and then not being able to do much.
I actually think that if he starts playing the stamina game, he'll get a few points before Jura adapts.
Yeah, Wise up. Okay, that was very risky, but nothing came of it.
Jura's living on the edge.
Quigs, I need you to DM me your character.
Get him.
Also, get out of call.
I'm gonna commentate my own match. I told you.
I went for one.
You can very well commentate your own match, it's just that it's going to be an audience of one.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be in call with me?
You.
Oh. It's not an audience, it's a mirror. Alright, peace.
Alright, yeah, I'm going to head over as well to the other server. Xorath, you're welcome to stay and watch this if you want, or you can come with me to commentate.
I'll stay and commentate here. I'll be there in a moment.
I mean, you won't be commentating here to anybody, but yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Coming. Yep. I'll leave it on for a second as I'm switching stream factors over. Oh, thanks, Navier. I'm very curious to see who wins that match, but unfortunately cannot find out in this second.
Hello.
Ah, Necrid coming to join.
I saw that this slot was open, so...
Neverear is player one. Oh, Neverear is not coming to commentate. He is playing. Duh. I think he was joining in on the joke of Quigs commentating his own match.
Two players commentating their duel together.
It's just a lot of BM. Sorry, I'm setting up stream stuff right now. Mid. I will do my best just to make this visible. Because I'm going to be switching over to the other match here in just a second, because I have to go judge that one. We're going to kind of have two simultaneously.
It's not looking good for Xadrian.
No, I didn't think it would. I think that the Grievous had him under control, probably. Alright, I can leave now. It is currently 5-2 for that match as I leave, so just to let people know that.